Okay, so today we are going to do vegan eggnog. I think it is a wonderful alternative if you don't like a lot of dairy. Maybe you can't have eggs. It's awesome. It honestly tastes just as good as regular eggnog. It's a little bit thinner, which is kind of nice. So yeah, let's start making some eggnog. So we are going to do vegan eggnog with simple ingredients. We've got coconut milk, sugar, cashews, coconut cream. This is labeled coconut milk, but let's be honest, it's the consistency of cream, so I'm gonna treat it as such. And then nutmeg, nutmeg. Okay, so I've got coconut milk. I'm going to do 3 cups. I already have some in here from another. Oh my God, that was awkward. You got some music that can go over that, Vanessa, or? Great. 1 cup of cream. Yes. You're going to do half of a cup, not a full cup like I did one time, just half a cup of cashews. I'm doing like dry, unsalted, plain Jane cashews. I'm gonna put these in my blender with my milk and cream. This is actually a lot easier of a recipe than regular eggnog, and it tastes just as good. And then we're going to do half a teaspoon of nutmeg, my giant container of nutmeg, which looks like I'm almost there. And then we're gonna do 2/3 of a cup of sugar, and you're just gonna blend that up. Get ready. Boom. Slide over your little stove, or go to the stove if you're a normal human that's not trying to make food in a coffee shop. Pour it on, and you're just gonna let this heat up, and it will thicken as it heats up. And then that's it. I'll meet you back here when it's all hot and ready to go. Once it's nice and once it's come up to a boil, I go ahead and strain it carefully. Ooh, making a mess. It's fine. Give it a strain. And the reason I do this is I want to get these little particles of nuts a little bit smaller, right? Because that's really where a lot of that thickness is gonna come in. So I'm gonna take this. Now that these are soft, it'll blend up a little bit easier. Pour just a little bit in here. Just enough to cover it. And then we're gonna throw that back on the blender. I know this is like not in frame.
It is.
Okay, thank you, my little helper. Cool, and I'm gonna strain it one more time. And cashews are really soft, so like if you didn't want to strain this, you don't have to. I just like it to be really smooth. I feel like people don't like to chew their eggnog, just like as a rule. Like chewing drinks is never fun. But once you've taken it down a little bit, you can really get a lot of that creaminess in there. That was a word. That was a sentence. Woo! All right. Move those to the side. So at this point, you can let it cool, which we're not gonna. It definitely didn't boil over, if that's what you guys are wondering. How dare you accuse me of that? Okay, so let this cool. You're going to pour it, spike it, throw some whipped cream, and a little cinnamon stick on top, and we will show you how to do that in a minute as soon as this cools. Welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna add, it's not completely cold, which you can drink it cold, but while it's still a little warm, you're gonna add your vanilla extract in and give it a stir. Vanessa and I go back and forth about the best way to have eggnog. I prefer it warm. She's a cold girl, cold-hearted. All right, so take your giant ladle, which I thought was gonna make this easier to do, but it's definitely not. Instead, I'm just going to pour right in there. See how it's thick? I mean, it's not like as thick as regular eggnog, but it's still pretty thick. And then I've got coconut whipped cream, also vegan. Sorry, this is so that when I do it, it doesn't like explode in my face. Nothing like a whipped cream surprise. Look at her. She's so beautiful. Whipped cream, we got a little cinnamon stick, and then I have a giant container full of cinnamon sugar. Right on top. Oh, snap. That's really good. And there she is. For you. Or whoever. I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink it? Mm-hmm. You're making me do this? Mm-hmm. It's gonna get all over. It's really good.